And hello, welcome into It's a Crit. I am CJ, the DM here, and this is our campaign, FEYWILD FOLLIES, or at least it's technically like the after party, according to the consensus we have here on the absolute confusion as to what our name is going to be for this type of episode. And so with me as always are the players that you have grown to know and love or hate or, you know, slightly, I don't know.
Tolerate?
There we go. That's the perfect term for it. Tolerate. Right here to the left is Nedy, who ran Winter, a catfolk sorcerer. We have Aaron on the other side, who ran Crescendo, an Aasimar bard. Ty is underneath, who ran Basil.
Did you have to do this now that he's dead?
We have video
Did you have to disrespect him like this?
Called him Basil, by the way.
Yeah, that's true. Ty did say that. Ty did say that like episode 4 or so, or was it like, I don't know, 11 or something.
Because everyone else was doing it, so of course.
Ty runs Basil, or ran Basil. Man, I cannot get the tenses down, bro. Ty ran Basil, which was a turtle druid, and then we also had Chris, who ran Buckshot, a lizard folk ranger, and then last but not least is Dom over in the corner, the green bud, who ran Twig, the pot-bellied father orc barbarian. So what brings us here today is this is essentially just like it's a wrap-up episode where we sort of go over just sort of our favorite moments of the campaign, you know, what we wish could have happened, or maybe what we think, you know, alternatives of what we thought could happen, and just kind of talk about the character growth as we went through the entire campaign as well. So you know, I just kind of gonna defer to my players here for the majority of this this session. As a matter of fact, it's, well, you guys, I guess I'll start it off with just asking kind of like, God, what were your like favorite moments for your own characters? You know, it was, for me, I don't even know at this point. It was just, there were so many good moments with like every single one of your characters. Every character had moments of growth. Every character had moments of just like, what the hell did you just do? You know, there's a lot of confusion and changing sides, and like it was just crazy. I love.
As long as we can all agree that the Jurassic Park moment was the best, then I'm fine.
I think your favorite was actually CJ's least favorite. I feel like there's a huge discrepancy in like favoritism.
Since we were all T-Rexes,
like,
does that count as my character and other characters' favorite moment?
You know, CJ, why don't you kick it off with your favorite moment of the campaign, or your favorite DM moment of the campaign?
Favorite DM moment? Gosh, well, my favorite DM moment of the campaign. I'm kind of torn really between, I love when players deviate from their initial plans. Like, I love that stuff, but I think I really lapped it up when you guys switched from from chasing Tavon down to following along with him, but then that he had to literally sacrifice himself and throw himself into the Feywild because somebody rolled like 3 nat 1s in a row and launched himself into a portal. That was probably one of my favorite moments. And close number 2 is the muscular squirrel right before that.
Both of those I was not here for.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you missed them. Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
So CJ, your favorite moments were in the ones where in the episode where Aaron wasn't a part of it, huh?
That is not why it was my favorite. It was just because of the muscular squirrel.
Sure it wasn't, CJ.
You know, I'm not surprised by the squirrel moment, actually. Like, I get why you like that, because that was really dumb.
That, man, Basil, that was one of Basil's shining moments. Let's give some of this moss to the squirrel. Just to be friendly.
I wonder if we buried
I don't think that's what
again.
happened. I think I was trying to eat it again, and then I choked and spit it out, and spat it at a squirrel. I think that's what happened.
I think there was a con check in there, like you pass a con check so you spat it out or something like that.
What magic?
Yeah.
God, I love
we weren't in the Feywild yet.
That's true. You guys weren't even in the Feywild. It took forever. We did take a long time to get into the Feywild. That's true too.
Yeah,
that was
once we were there.
But once you were there, stuff got weird, especially in the you know, in the throne room of you know, the other sibling.
Oh my god.
Of Solariel. Yeah, that was
my nightmare.
That was
my nightmare.
You guys were
right
literally at one point buried in bacon grease.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Not buried, swimming.
Oh, sorry, swimming. Yeah, you're right.
Tom is right there again.
Bacon grease, yeah.
Oh yeah, the masculine drow. Oh my god. Yeah, that was That was traumatizing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, viewers. Like,
I'm just
guys,
glad
if that
I
was-
did all of that.
that's fair.
Honestly,
Oh
that
yeah,
one was concerning.
because you were petrified.
Yeah,
Yeah.
God, can you?
I thought that might end right there.
Is it just me, or does it feel like Buckshot for every major combat we had was like not there?
just
Well, he was present.
He was there
It
for
just
the
wasn't
Rapidon Cheddar.
effective time.
He was there, but he wasn't there. Like,
Even
Yeah.
in the final battle, he spent like a good portion of it blinded and just walking aimlessly.
and when he wasn't blind and walking aimlessly, he was just talking to people. Like,
To be fair, in the final battle, that just was Buckshot doing what Buckshot would do, and it made sense, and I loved it.
that's fair.
yeah. So let's go down
Yeah.
the row then. Let's go down the row. So what's for your? Let's start with Ty, because Ty is right underneath me. Ty, what was your
Okay.
favorite Basil moment in this
I
campaign?
was not expecting it to be fast.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
Told you.
That's what you get for being close to the DM.
Told you.
I don't like it. Get me out of here. So I have a couple actually. I don't think I would be able to decide on one.
Well, tell us.
Well, that'd be
Um,
fun.
Yeah, sure.
I really liked meeting Alchem and having tea with him because that like up to that point Basil had just been like basically a wild card, just doing random shit that without context made no sense. He was just kind of a collection of different things that didn't really fit together, and I feel like being able to talk a little bit more about his backstory and like actually giving an explanation for why he is the way he is made everything kind of start fitting together. So I really like that from like a character point of view, because it started making sense from then on. And then there's just the stupid bullshit that I did that I really fucking enjoyed. One of my favorite moments of that was me just literally going no brain strategy and while shaping into a Moorbounder and literally downing 3 of the mini bosses in one fight just by smashing into them.
When in doubt,
Oh,
That is
smash.
one of my favorite
Yeah.
things that I did.
Fucking
That's the
smash.
lesson, guys. When in doubt, just smash.
Exactly. Like literally just ran into them and smashed it.
And incidentally, same strategy for Crescendo. When in doubt, just smash.
Fuck.
You know what? Cheers. I'm not even gonna fucking argue.
Gross.
Oh my god.
I have tea.
Fair enough. Okay, so next up, then let's see.
Heck yeah.
Which one of you am I going to torture next? Let's go with Aaron. What was your favorite crescendo moment?
I do have 2. One of them was pretty much any moment I turned into a fucking T-Rex.
All right.
because T-Rexes are awesome,
Mm-hmm.
and just ragdolling that one Celestial while you guys were trying to fight other things. I was
yeah.
like, nah.
Yep.
And then there was the earlier moment we were
The
just
pig. It's a campaign wrap up. I cannot bring up the pig. I'm sorry.
Are you really sorry, Tom? You don't look fucking sorry.
No, I'm not sorry.
Yeah, you
I'm
look
not
really
sorry at all.
strong, actually.
This
Just
sounds
remember,
totally
just
regret.
remember, I
Oh,
control
my God.
Zuki's fate. Just follow.
That's very true.
But there was the one of the things I built like crescendo around was being kind of a gambler. And there was a moment, I think it was in like session 3 or 4, where we were buying a bunch of shit for the party.
Oh.
And I actually got to actually gamble with my character and cheat.
That was cool.
Aside from that, he was just in the background supporting guys and drinking. Like that's all he did.
I mean,
That felt very unbalanced.
Crescendo is very easy to roll.
Cheers.
until we got to the end,
Yeah.
in which case it was kind of like a,
Yeah,
Oh,
until
yeah,
the
make
end
choices
when
now.
it was yeah.
I mean, Crescendo is
Fuck.
essentially like he was the catalyst for the entire mess that was the final battle.
I will
Oh,
not
yeah.
apologize for art.
This is the perfect way to describe it. Yeah.
So yeah,
You did create Jurassic Park, so I can't blame you for that.
you know,
Yeah,
who can be
yeah,
mad?
that moment was fucking awesome. Anyone who thinks otherwise is wrong. Looking at you, CJ.
Four T-Rexes. Four T-Rexes in an episode that I had to end within an hour.
Yes, exactly.
I am sorry.
In a
I
realist,
lost it.
and I've like
Why? Why are you sorry?
Like,
Don't be
okay,
sorry.
so, like, for me, it should have been expected. If I have polymorph available, that's my go-to thing. I've already done it. Basil did it because I don't fucking know why.
and then
It was about to
And
die,
then
that's
Winter was
why.
just like, fuck
That's
it,
right.
2 more.
To my defense, that was not really Winter. That was mostly Nedy just realizing I'm gonna die here.
And if you guys would like, if you guys were there like earlier today, we had a game, like a little duel, and I turned into a T-Rex like again, and Ty was
oh my
there.
god, stop turning!
I
into-
was-
you know, I mean,
I was there, being the
Okay,
referee.
so the reason why I picked T-Rex is because with polymorph you can only pick beast. It's not specific to. It's not any creature. It has to be a beast.
Yeah.
And at the level we're at, literally the highest CR of beast is a T-Rex. So
Well, not just the T-Rex, if I remember correctly, but it's definitely the highest CR that is
Here she
useful
comes.
in the circumstances we were in.
I did use Giant 8.
You did. You did.
That's literally all I use. T-Rex and Giant 8.
I mean, it is the two most useful forms for polymorph.
you know, we
I
should
would just
we should
Yeah, y'all are
nominate.
welcome.
Have you guys seen that show from is it College Humor? The one what's the game show called? It's a game show and it's like oh my gosh, it just
you know
went away.
you think about it.
I can't believe I just lost my train of thought really hard because then I started looking at my keys and I was like, oh, they're changing colors, and then
Really, you can't believe that at all.
Also, Aaron, I just want to point out the reason there were 4 T-Rex. My original plan was not T-Rex.
actually,
Oh,
I knew
yeah.
what you were talking about. I just want to see if you can.
Yeah.
thanks,
Maybe
appreciate
we should
that.
go there.
And I can't even threaten you
Maybe
anymore.
should
We're
be
done with the
guessed.
campaign.
You would win.
Why would
I-
don't-
I feel like we
don't-
should. I
don't
feel like
know
we
what
should.
you're talking
I feel
about.
like we should nominate Nedy to be sent to actually to represent It's a Crit.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Where a
do
smart-
not know
that's where a
that.
bunch
I
of
do
smarty
not know
pants
what
go.
you guys are talking about.
Go Google
She
it.
would 100% win.
Yeah, she would definitely win that game.
Yep.
Wrong way. You're over here. Okay, this way.
It's just a game show for nitpickers and
Yeah.
rules lawyers.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm
all
not
right.
trying
I'll
to find you,
take
it's
it
just
as
what
a
it is.
compliment.
So Chris,
I
what was your favorite
me?
buckshot moment?
Not crescendo, Chris.
Yeah, actual Chris, not crescendo. Yeah, I'm going
You
by
can't
players'
say
name.
name.
crushendo without saying his full name. It's against the.
Yeah, it's against the rules.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't do it.
I don't
The
think
hand
I've
of the long
ever
dead
said in
god.
the whole campaign. Yeah.
I have
I
not
don't
said
think
that
in
in
the
a
whole
long time.
campaign I've ever said Chris
You-
instead of
yeah.
crescendo just
Uh-huh.
because I was so confused. And with the name tags as well, when I made them, I always named them after the characters, and then I named them after players, and I was like, Chris. Oh no.
Did you start typing shendo?
No, I wanted to name the name tag, and I wanted to name the name tags after the characters or PCs, or players. I don't even know, but I just ran into the issue that I wrote Chris, and I was like, oh no, which one? Oh shoot. So everything art related to crescendo is not just called Chris Frame or anything. It's crescendo frame.
Oh, it's like the
Crescendo name tag,
longest
crescendo.
titles of these files that I have to, because then I have to look at them and I'm like.
Just because
I
otherwise
love,
I would.
I love
just
how
don't-
much chaos and just fuckery I spawn just with the fucking name.
I feel like now Aaron might have a goal to like just name every character, like making sure that he has the first name of one of his co-players.
Oh no. Oh
Do not
no.
challenge me with that, CJ. I will do
Do
it.
not. I swear to God, Aaron, do not do that.
It's my new monk. Tie down.
No. I hate that.
Oh my god. Guys, we should make a homebrew farmer class so that way he can, tie down his just get tied down because he's a farmer. He gets to get married, can't do anything.
Tie down.
All
I
right,
can keep doing
Chris.
southern accents if y'all want.
No, okay, Chris. Now, real Chris.
Not-
Chris,
You're not.
Favorite buckshot
Me?
moment.
Yeah, what was your
please,
favorite
save us.
buckshot moment? It's gonna be tough because this campaign, viewers, was inspired by Buckshot's backstory. Because I went through the backstories, briefly, and I was like, oh, I want to do a Feywild thing. That sounds like fun. And then I was like, Moonblade is involved in crazy stuff. Let's do it. I love it. I love royal intrigue and stuff. I tend to do that a lot. So, yeah, we kind of based it off of that and expanded out. So, Buckshot, you had a lot of moments where it's just kind of like, the fuck just happened.
I think everything he does is that moment.
That's a fair point. Yeah, come watch Chris and Into Antirium as well. You'll see that everything he does. He literally just outfitted Nedy's familiar with a flamethrower.
Don't remind me.
Okay, well, anyway.
So,
yeah.
I guess my favorite point of this campaign is when we spent the first night drinking at the bar that.
Yeah, in Queenswood. Yeah.
Because when I made Buckshot, it was supposed to be like the serious character.
Why do I feel? I don't want to take away from Chris anymore, but why do I feel like my joke character ended up being like the serious one?
It ended up.
Oh, you did not. Believe me, you did not.
We got kind of weird in there. Yeah, it was kind of whatever.
I
Like,
don't think there was a serious character.
whatever template you guys set out with as like, I am the archetypal this member of the group. Just like by the end, it was just like, no, you're all just a jumbled mess. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I think I pulled off the obnoxious member of the group pretty well from start to end.
Yeah.
True.
Accurate.
No, true.
All right, Chris.
So,
But,
Buckshot, what about that was your favorite, huh?
because I could say that was like one of the first steps of like, hey, I don't have to do this
That's true.
at all.
Yeah.
I just do my own thing.
Which is unheard of for your village, right?
Yeah. Then everything after that, I kind of like stopped actually following everyone's orders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool. That is cool. I mean, it's just like that was his moment of awakening, right? Yeah, that was. Oh, Buckshot.
And that was still before we switched sides, because at the start we were there and our goal was to find Tavan and, I mean, either drag his ass back into the Feywild or just, I mean, we could have just straight up murdered him, because we were actually working for the Mistress of Madness herself. And then at some point we met Tavan and crazy people decided, hey, let's talk to that guy instead of just attacking him.
Yeah.
Was that bar scene
he had a
also while
taste
I was
of
gone?
freedom,
I think it was.
and
Oh yeah.
he had a taste of freedom, and that
Yeah.
got him thinking
Yeah.
about his life.
Cool.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Yeah.
favorite moments is when
That's
I was
cute.
here, it's fine.
Yeah, everyone's favorite moment. It's not because you were gone. It's just that you left at a pivotal moment in the story where everyone.
I couldn't help it. Y'all knew
I-
I was gonna be gone like months before I left.
I mean, yeah.
I just want to point out, I also missed one session, and that was the one where Basil revealed his part of his backstory.
Oh right.
And
You
The
did.
tea party one.
I watched that back, and I just sat there and lost it, because I've been waiting. My character had been waiting for Basil, and what's up with the little dragoniness about him? Why is there some draconicness going on? Because my kid is a
Dragoniness.
draconic bloodline sorcerer, and I was just waiting for the day where we'd get some background.
Yeah.
And then he dropped, and I wasn't there, and I watched the whole episode back because Winter was still technically with them, so that I would just know kind of what's going on. And I screamed at my frickin' screen.
Don't worry, Nedy.
Winter pretty good.
Yeah. Did you hear
I
Dom
was
play?
also not there because
I heard Dom play Winter.
Right. Yeah. Buckshot.
is Winter. How's it
Oh God!
And you know,
Wow.
I don't feel so bad about my Twig impressions anymore.
I'm gonna have to edit the volume of that one in post. Sorry, viewers.
Yeah.
How many times?
That wasn't your fault. No, don't just make. I have it set now.
I know. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
It's back to where it was.
I will clarify because I don't think that I actually mentioned this in the last episode, and I feel like I should probably make this very clear. The body that Buckshot and Winter took back from the Feywild was a full dragonborn. I don't
Ooh.
think I said that in the episode. I said that after when we were just talking. But I wanted to clarify that.
Just a little extra detail for those of you that are here joining us, watching this wrap up instead, so you can.
It's definitely reflected on the thumbnail of the last episode.
And I may or may not have had a bite of your tasty gams before I buried you.
What the fuck?
Not even Winter took a bite out
He's
of
a lizard folk.
Basil.
Yeah,
I mean,
the kids ate
even
their
winter.
parents and scarred Twig.
Yeah, but like that's fine. You know, I mean, I picked up lots of like charred lizard folk up on the way.
Did you eat your mom?
I mean, if she were to die, potentially.
And on that note, Dom, what was your favorite Twig moment?
When I wasn't here.
Okay, there might have been, because I have three.
Hmm?
I do have three.
Oh god,
The first one is what CJ already said, is where Twig literally went Super Saiyan because he was Berserk Barbarian, and he went Berserk and Barbarian, and I was like, this is like Twig's ultimate form, and he just jumps off a thing to swipe down, and he missed that one. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And I was like, he's so Super Saiyan. It's like if Goku was like, it's okay, guys, and literally just got like swatted into the gutter because I nat one a second time after I jumped on a pillar and got swatted to a portal, which is, I was like, all right. So my super badass moment was just whoosh.
And you literally
Yeah.
said, like, in the stream, you literally said something like, what are the odds I'll nat one again? And you literally nat one right after.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was just
I
like,
said that before my roll too. I was like, what are the odds I nat one again? Click. Nat one.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Never ask what the odds are of a nat one when Nedy is nearby or within earshot.
Yeah.
it wasn't
Oh
Nate's
my God.
fault. It was literally just fate.
No,
The
her
curse
being
of
within
hate
earshot makes it her
This
fault.
campaign was strong.
Very true.
oh, man.
Curse of
Will
haste
Wheaton, be
every
careful.
single
Nedy's
time.
coming for you.
Never let me touch your dice. If we
That's-
ever get to meet, don't let me touch your dice. Don't let me near your dice.
Yeah,
Just
it will
keep them at
literally
home.
it will
Keep them far
literally
away.
be like a bag of holding and a bag of holding type of incident. It's extremely dangerous,
Yeah.
and we'll have to block off like a 4 square radius, like a 4 square mile radius away from
This-
this
Get
episode.
that away! Get that away! No! No!
this
No!
is
No!
my
No!
dice bag for like my main character, my private character that I've been playing for a year and a half. I'm rolling the worst on him. Like I'm rolling worse on him than on all the other characters,
How many
and this
D20s
has
do you roll
bad
again?
energy.
How many D20s do you roll again?
I rolled 3 d20s to attack, and it took me, I think, 35 attacks to get a nat 20.
Oh my god.
Wow.
It's
So-
serious.
More than 100 d20s to have a d20.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are not kidding, guys. It's bad.
Yeah. All right, Dom. What
Last-
was
And,
it?
then in my game,
Oh.
you rolled with advantage or was it disadvantage? I rolled 2 nat
It was
ones.
advantage.
Oh.
And last Feywild Follies finale, where I rolled 3 or 4 nat ones too. It's bad.
It's not just on stream, it's everywhere she plays.
It's online. It's in person. It's everything.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Eddie. I'm also cursed as well, since I always do nothing in boss battles.
At least we can suffer together.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
I learned the hard way to not haste anyone in the party.
Oh yeah, I was hasted. Yeah, so he's like legit
Yeah.
Super Saiyan.
Yeah,
It was just
yeah.
Super Saiyan,
That's
hasted,
why.
berserked, just like
Yeah.
foo, 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 foo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what happened.
But it developed the plot, so it's okay.
Did it?
Dive into the
it
portal with
derailed a
him.
little.
Yeah, so think
actually.
about that, viewers. I definitely had that written into the story, right?
Yeah, I knew he would fumble twice, and just there he went.
Beautiful segue. My favorite DM moment.
Oh,
This-
no.
this-
Are we gonna
this
do
is
that?
not yet about the DM
We'll,
moment.
we'll
This
get
is
into
just
DM.
quick
We'll get into
moments.
DM moments after. Let's get through the characters.
It's very short.
But let's keep them together.
Keep the suspension. You now tease. This
Oh.
was your teaser for it, and
Ah.
now what's your other favorite Twig moments?
Yeah.
Oh, just choking out the Satyr.
Choking out the satyr. Did no one like Pentavis? What do you mean? Wait, no, not Pentavis. The other,
Pentavis on the bridge, the
the other
random
satyr.
It's a random satyr.
Yeah.
It's just
That's right. Yeah, you
Wait,
choked him out.
wait. Choking out him was was one of your favorite Twig moments?
just I saw CJ's face. It was amazing.
Oh.
It was just
Oh.
a beautiful, like.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. CJ's
Yeah.
reactions to some of the shit that we do makes what we do worth it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
It brought a smile to my face.
You get that whole like DM, just like what the fuck, or the face palm. It's just like, yep, I win D&D right now.
Yeah.
It was
So that
yeah, it was probably
two,
like,
right?
yeah, that's it. I'm done.
He has 3, but one's a
The
DM
third-
moment.
Yeah,
Oh.
We'll go over
what
the
I'm
DM.
saying.
All right. Well, then, last but not least, Winter. Well,
Do I have
Nedy,
to
what is
come
your
up with
favorite?
Several favorite moments too.
No, you can just. It can be your favorite moment, or if you have a couple, that's okay too.
Let's see,
Eating that
Why?
thing, eating that thing, killing that thing, killing that other thing, killing that other thing.
Honestly, letting loose with Winter, just initiating combat like 3 times in a row or so, was probably one of my favorite things. Because usually I'm not like that. So having this insane cat that has little disregard for consequences, just seeing the there was one episode when we were when we were fighting Osnan,
I would argue
on the
wonton
bridge-
disregard.
and everyone was trying to set up and think like, oh, where do we go? And I just saw these 3 people on the bridge in like 3 squares, and I was like, I can snowball swarm that, but I'm gonna wait until everyone's set up. But they are right there. They see us, they'll run away. But my the other players are trying to set up. I should wait. I don't care. Snowball swarm. And that was honestly so much fun.
Everyone
and
was so mad.
effective.
Everyone's so mad. That was the battle that Osnan lost his arm. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was also an awesome moment. The nat 20 to remove the arm
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
was-
was good.
That was good.
rad as hell.
Yeah. Let's
And-
go. Yeah. Go ahead. I didn't
I
realize
think
you had
my
more to say.
Yeah, no, that was like my actual like absolute favorite Winter moment was
Wait, I want to pause real
the
fast.
episode where
Wait.
Aaron wasn't there.
Yeah, that checks.
And everyone, I want to take a step back a moment. I want to take a step back because before it was Nedy's turn, what did she ask me? Do I have to have more than one moment, inferring that she only
Yeah,
had
and then
one?
I came up with
And
more
then-
than one.
Yeah, exactly. Just one. Do I only need one? Has like 50 in her back pocket, actually.
No, I actually only thought about the one, and I was like, no, everyone
One
else
for
are like
each kill.
2.
Yeah, one for each kill. Oh my God. Go ahead. Sorry.
My actual absolute favorite Winter moment was in the episode where we were in the town and we were trying to buy things, and I saw the one of the War Mage +3, which not for our level, it was
No, not at all.
11, almost 12,000 gold, and that was already like half price, and I had 1,300 platinum or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Gold, sorry, not platinum.
Yeah, it was-
That would have actually been up. And I saw that, and I just thought to myself, I want that. How can I get it? How? So I started to come up with this plan at like minute 30 or so of the session. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna find out what kind of meat do they want. And from that moment, over the next 2 hours, I put this plan in motion of fighting Pentavis, where I think everyone else thought I was insane. Like, why is that crazy cat fighting the satyr?
Yeah.
Going over,
still
then after
insane.
that, I mean, yeah. Finding the freaking Dorgy, which, to be fair, we didn't know it was a Dorgy.
Dorgy's a homebrew creature
Getting
in the
that
world.
meat, and then coming back, and I remember CJ was like, okay, so you enter the shop. I'm like, nah, in front of the shop, I pressed a digitation to make this taste like satyr meat, which I know what it tastes like because I bit the freaking satyr. The face of CJ in that moment, and just the payoff, and just that it took like more than 2 hours to get there was, I don't know, that was my favorite thing. That whole crazy heist.
Again, as long as I am tortured, it is fun.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you guys.
That's
Thank
what
you.
makes it fun.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Well, God, these characters. I think that's really cool. I mean, those are all really fun moments. Do any of you have like moments of other characters though that like you really like stuck out to you, like that we haven't talked about maybe? Because I mean, we played this, guys. We played this campaign for 19 episodes. That is of playtime. That's like once a week is like 4.5 months. 4.5 months of playtime. Yeah.
Jesus.
I
That's a
think
lot.
my favorite other character moment was probably Twig's Nat 20 against Osnan. Because that was
When he cut off his
awesome
arm.
as fuck. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
awesome as shit.
Absolutely. I was planning on saying Winter's Heist to get the one of the War Mage, but she already mentioned it, so I'll try to come up with another one. Just
Okay.
everyone go ahead.
Sure. God, another moment. What did I enjoy? I don't know. I really
The T-Rex.
I liked like no, I did not like T-Rexes. I hate them. But it's I really liked, just like on a wholesome level, I really liked that you guys ended up helping Pandora and Jalendiel have a home, you know, like kind of escape their commitment to Tavan to continue fighting. I mean, you guys beat the crap out of them, and you know, Pandora is a human. He's an old human. He didn't have much time left anyway, so you guys sort of granted them.
As a T-Rex.
You guys sort of, you know, you gave them this just that wholesome fact that you guys gave them like a retirement. You know, you guys gave them somewhere they could stay, that they were safe, that they had everything they needed, and yet no one could bother them because it was a locked, you know, sort of not quite a demi-plane, but you know, sort of a demi-plane, I guess, really, actually, in the Feywild, you know. And so that was just wholesome, just so cute, because they got to, you know, live out their time together, whatever they have left together. So I thought that was really cool. I really like that. But yeah, also that I don't.
Let's celestial there. That's fine.
And I mean, I really thought that was like, it was a cool detail for the. I don't know how you guys felt about the with Potato or Pickle with Pickle, Twig's oldest daughter in the last episode. Where Pickle comes up with like the picture that was handed down from the bartender who drew it crudely while you all were passed out in the bar. I think it's a cute little thing.
It's a really cute thing. Honestly, going off that, my favorite like other character moment, I was gonna say Basil's little squirrel moment.
Yeah.
But if I'm being honest, it's probably with Buckshot's character growth, because like you saw Buckshot as like this do or die for that one satyr. What I forget. It's been so long. Pentavis. He's like do or die for Pentavis, and then he
who was the hand of the Queen, Mistress of Madness.
Yeah, Mistress of Madness, and he's like, we gotta do this, and then he kind of grows to be like, wait a minute, Mistress of Madness ain't that, you know, great. She's kind of like using my people as, you know, catalyst for her own stuff.
Yeah, she might be, I don't know, mad.
Yeah, a little bit crazy. We're a little crazy here.
Yeah.
But then we go fight, you know, the Mistress of Madness, and then Tavan's there, and then Buckshot's like, okay, I don't know who I'm supposed to like trust. I'm here as a middleman, like I don't know.
Oh.
And it's kind of cool seeing like Buckshot's character development, being like, I don't know, and I'm kind of excited to see what Buckshot's future is gonna hold, because now he's in the village, where no one ruled with lizard folk. So we'll see.
It's true.
I have to agree. The Buckshot in the last episode, there were several moments that that was my favorite. Seeing how instead of choosing a side, he decided, you know what, I'm choosing myself. I want to see the world. I want to see what's out there, and this is insane, and you guys fight it out. I don't care. And just the way he treated all of our characters individually, and even after when we had to bury Basil and when we met Pickle, all of those things, that was my favorite. Like, of all the characters, that was definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
He went from do or die for this tribe to I'm gonna look out for myself and for my friends.
Yeah, it's even harder I imagine, from a player perspective, because with D&D, it's you want to be the adventurer, you want to fight all the things. It's immensely difficult, one, to change your path, and two, to actively avoid fighting at like all fucking costs.
Yeah.
It is super hard.
Yeah.
Because sometimes like as
Winter.
yeah. as humans in real life, confrontation and shit like that is hard. It's not something we actively try to do. So playing games like D&D or video games or other just RPGs in general, where you get a chance to fight things and with no consequence, you almost always will take that chance. So when you actively have the chance to fight but choose not to, is a feat in and of itself. So kudos to you, Chris, because I probably wouldn't have done it. I obviously didn't, because I...
No, you betrayed the whole party.
Yep.
Let's talking about you betraying the whole party. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Ty.
Yeah, sorry. I was just gonna say, in that last episode, I think the thing that marveled me the most about Buckshot's character growth was how Machiavellic he was willing to be. Like, that was the first time that we actually did see his, like, the way that he used his persuasion to not his own advantage per se, but just to make a difficult situation a little easier on himself and his allies. And I think that's a very difficult thing to pull off for charismatic characters, because it's very easy to on the side of I'm manipulating everyone around me, or on the side of I don't want to do this at all, so I'm just going to do everything for myself. So I don't know, I really admire Chris for for actually pulling that off, because it's a really difficult thing to do, and it was fucking wonderful to see and to witness Buckshot actually being able to get to that level. So
Yeah. And so
You know, I could feel with that description of Ty, while kind of like putting the arms out to hug Chris for that, I got hit in the face.
Aww.
Like, you know, some charismatic characters, they just use that for their own good. I'm just like, not me trying to drown someone off a bridge just because I wanted to.
Yo, Nedy,
I'll have you. There were two kinds of high charisma players or characters in this game. The one that was all for themselves and murderous, and the support. Who eventually got to the point was like, all y'all are fucking crazy, I'm out. It's all about me now, looking out for number one.
Yep.
yeah, I honestly wasn't trying to call anyone out, but if you felt called out, I mean that's
Hard, a lot.
I didn't feel called out at all, I'm just saying.
that's good. It's fine.
I did.
I didn't mean to. So.
Yeah.
I think
And,
that just goes to show that we had both sides of the medallion here.
Yep.
speaking of betrayal, Crescendo.
The segues, man. Wow.
I had a segue like 2 statements ago, but like.
Yeah, man, I had my mind was made up almost instantly. Then I had a week to think on it, and it didn't change.
It was that day.
Yeah, you like made your mind up
and-
like right after the session ended.
Yeah, it was pretty much made up. And considering, like, I had to consider Crescendo's like insight check that he did, which was awful. it was low.
Yes.
And his perception of everyone else in the party. So if you look at how Crescendo views everyone else, the only person in the party that he saw as not this, like, the only good person he saw in the party that he knew was Twig. Yeah. Twig was the only one he was like, all right, you're not a fucking psycho. Winter.
That's fair.
Winter, to Crescendo's point of view, Winter was a goddamn psycho who murdered everything. before Crescendo before he broke bad, he was like, okay, we can save some of these people, and then Basil just straight up murders 2 of them. It's like, all right, fuck you then.
Oh yeah, the lavender bomb and you had exploded on him.
Yeah.
He doesn't know Buckshot. His first impression of Buckshot was being woken up in the morning to save his ass.
That's right. Crescendo was asleep.
Yeah, I was asleep.
When
that's right.
when Buckshot burst out of the woods with his team or whatever that all got murdered.
Yeah, like his perspective of everyone else is like I think he was starting to question why he was with the party that he was with, and eventually when Mistress of Madness was like, join me, essentially, or like that was his. She's like, all right, fine, I'll join you. Let Twig get his kid, and we got a deal.
It was just literally like, well, you certainly can't be worse than these guys. You may be the Mistress of Madness, but fuck.
Well, I don't know, but burning an entire town and killing everybody in it, it's just, I don't know, I feel like there's something there.
2 towns,
Might
really.
be wrong though.
2 towns. 'cause it was two towns.
To be fair, one of the first thing when we were given the mission to take on the Mistress of, or to fight for the Mistress of Madness,
Yeah.
Crescendo was like, is she hot? Yeah, I'm down.
That is also how he ended the campaign.
Yeah.
So yeah, I played Crescendo to a goddamn fault.
I knew your decision the moment it came up, and I was like, if he does not go with it, I'm gonna be incredibly disappointed.
Yeah, like from Crescendo's point of view and all the shit that went down and the options he was given, there was really no other road to take from Crescendo's.
No.
So he took it.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair.
And yeah, the Mistress of Madness, she burned 2 towns. That's right. It's like, I mean, she burned the Feywild side of Queenswood, right? And killed all of her subjects. But she also had Pentavis go burn Gramcrackerton, which is why Ogum was pissed. You know, the Fire Freedy, one of the lieutenants under Tavan, and so he was mad because he was sent as an envoy initially by his city in the Plain of Fire to go to Gramcrackerton and taste these graham crackers as they have been named. And what happens? Pentavis shows up and burns it down.
Yeah. I want to say about Crescendo's decision. I also knew the instant that it was presented what was going to happen. I was really, really hoping that it would be different. Yes, I personally hate just infighting in general and PvP. Like,
yeah,
just turning the party
it's not
against
for everybody.
Yeah, no, turning the party against itself is in general something that I really, really do not enjoy at all in any game.
Yeah.
So I was really, really hoping that it wasn't gonna go that way. But
You can just go ahead
as
and blame
soon
CJ
as-
then for giving me the choice.
I just gave you the choice
No,
because
as soon
that's
as-
what the character would do. That's just the one.
as soon as the option was presented to Crescendo, I knew exactly where it was going.
I tried to present it to Twig, but he was like, "No, I'm loyal and stuff."
And over the course of the finale, Crescendo offered a way out for everybody. Basil.
Yeah, I know you clearly just saw me and said.
No,
"Fuck
he
that guy."
told Crescendo told Buckshot, if you help me get my throne or help me take a seat on the throne, you and Winter can get out and I'll leave you alone.
Yeah.
He gave Winter a way out.
And yet, the moment I tried to go invisible to go to the door and leave,
This was what he
Crescendo
made.
was
He
like,
made it.
"Nah."
He made the.
Counterspell.
He made the deal to let you out way after that counterspell. And from Crescendo's point of view, the psycho cat that likes to murder everything, there's nothing good that can come from it being invisible. He's like, no, fuck that.
That is true. That is a good point, actually.
Can we talk about how 2 of you T-Rexes try to pin Twig to a pillar?
Sorry.
Not me, not
Oh,
Nope. Who was
No,
that?
that was me.
Ty and Buck. Yeah, Ty
That
and
was
Chris.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was trying to aim for Tarvan and Minerva, and I did not think that you would fail that check.
The only player that was in T-Rex, you're just like, let's get him.
I feel it has to be said just because I love this little fact. Throughout the entire finale, both like when the fight started, Crescendo never lost a single actual hit point.
Oh
And
my
I
God.
fucking love it. He was the first person to go into a T-Rex. Everyone else lost their T-Rex, and he was still
I
fine.
barely missed the stupid square by like 1 square. I didn't hit you with
Yeah,
the stupid
someone
meteors.
didn't really look at the placement of their meteor
I did
swarm.
look at the placement, I'll have you know. It was not placed the most strategic, but more at a specific target just for the center.
Yeah, but at that time it was more of a desperation act.
And like, yeah, and like,
Yeah.
even at the end, he was still a T-Rex. Like, are we fighting? Are we not fighting? Like,
Yeah.
I'm ready to fucking fight. Let's go.
Plus, she
Like,
doesn't.
if
yeah.
if Twig would have been like, let's fuck this motherfucker up right now, Crescendo would have been like, all right, let's go.
True.
But Twig decided to join Tavon.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you
he
guys,
saw a soup. He saw a soup.
so you guys
Had
I
potatoes in
think-
it.
yeah. Because I think the next thing we should talk about would be our favorite DM/NPC moments.
A great idea.
Unicorn.
So let's go ahead and do
And
that.
now let me try something.
Well, let's go ahead and do that after a break.
Oh no! No! I was like, oh man, you ruined. I was like, speaking of DM, let me try something. Let's talk about this after a 7-minute break.
Oh, sorry. I literally took it. Okay, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right. One of those words. And hello, welcome into It's a Crit.
Oh,
I am
God.
CJ, the DM here. This is
Hello.
the wrap-up after-party episode of really our entire campaign. Not even just the last episode. It's the wrap-up of our campaign, FEYWILD FOLLIES. With me, as always, during this campaign, we have Nedy and Aaron here on top, Ty, Chris, and Dom on the bottom, as you can see. Well, we are sitting here talking about our favorite moments and things like that. We just went over that, so I guess we're gonna be bumping into now, like, kind of Nedy's recommended favorite DM moments. I'm honestly horrified and would be happy to skip this part, but I think this is where we're gonna get into some really weird stuff right now. So we're gonna be talking about your guys' favorite DM moments, whether that be, you know, maybe rulings or exceptions I let you guys do, if you can think of any of those that you
Oh, no.
enjoyed. NPCs, favorite friendly NPCs, favorite enemy NPCs, or turncoat NPCs, whatever you guys want to talk about. So we'll I'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and
Can we ignore Dom?
we cannot ignore
this
Dom.
is
He
suspicious.
has actually raised his hand, so we're actually gonna
I
let
know
Dom go
it's
first.
suspicious. I'm concerned.
All right, Dom, lead us off on this adventure of I don't know what.
My favorite DM, since I already said this beginning of these little campaign wrap up, was
Oh, that's right. Thank you for coming back to that.
thank you. I can actually say it. Was crabs with because it threw me so much off because I pictured a crab walking up with a just like in the FEYWILD Follies,
Just one
like
censoring CJ.
I'm gonna
flintlock pistol. I'm sorry.
He said crabs with boomsticks. So
Yep.
Crabs with boom.
So I'm gonna edit
This is
that
on
out.
YouTube.
Yes, this is going straight to YouTube.
You can say that. I don't know. Anyway,
The algorithm
crabs with
doesn't like it.
boomsticks.
Fire stick.
With fire sticks. The crabs with the thing that goes pew pew.
Okay.
That's not making it better.
It's okay. It's fine. That'll work.
Crabs with top hats. There you go.
Crab with did it
Yes.
have top?
Yeah.
Did they have wait? Did they have top
Top
hats?
hats.
In Skyrim they do.
Oh yeah. Well, in Skyrim, yeah, that's true. With the little monocle.
Duelist crabs.
Duelist
Yeah,
crabs. Yeah, that was. Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I pulled that out of my bum. That was
So
not
there's
something
an-
that I was like.
I noticed.
I could
yeah,
tell.
we
Yeah.
noticed.
That's why I love it so much because we were doing this stuff and then Basil and Buckshot, right? They went into the water to go
Right.
find this.
The gem thing they had to recover. Yep.
Oh my
And then-
god.
While we're just sitting there, these crabs come out with top hats and menacing maniacal weapons in their hands.
Thank you.
Because I can't say it. And it was just amazing. It was just like I just pictured in my head just these.
There's a
I just love
YouTuber I
crab.
like to watch who does like biology of like creatures and things from video games and movies, and just like his take on it, and he always says force multipliers instead because YouTube always censors him and like demonetizes him when he says the word.
And make sure to bleep me this entire time where I explained it.
You
Anytime
could-
I talk, just have me just
no,
bleep
you're
as a
totally
long
fine.
bleep.
As long as it's not the word specifically, you're fine.
No, it'll be funny. It'll be really funny if I was just like bleep the entire time.
Oh,
I'm
that
kidding.
is
I'm
that
kidding,
is
CJ.
nice.
Don't. I already know editing. Don't do that.
Moment.
But yeah, yeah, you know, I just when that moment came into existence, I was like, what do I pull out here? Crabs? Crabs sound good. And then I pulled out some crabs, and I was like, this crabs is not Feywild Folly enough. I need to do the crabs with force multiplier boomsticks. I was just like, this will work.
Nice.
And yeah, I don't know. And it did. Except for some reason, they all spawned with random magic items. So I'm glad you guys didn't loot them. Because they had a magic item. Each one of those crabs had a magic item on them. So I'm really happy the players decided not to loot them.
I don't think you even made them lootable, so no one of us.
Well, no, but no one asked to.
Yeah,
so
none of us asked to loot it. 'cause
Yeah,
we were too
no,
busy.
there was one of them.
After we dealt with the crabs, you're like, shit, where's Buckshot and
Yeah,
Basil?
yeah. And so because of that, one of them I
Yeah.
remember had adamantine something armor. I forgot which one.
Oh my God.
One of them spawned with like a +2 staff of some kind. I forgot which. But they were like these items were just like, why do these crabs have these magic items? And I
They're
was
not
like,
even using them. They just have
yeah,
them.
yeah, they just had them, and I was like, stupid. You know, the stupid foundry table. One of the mods I have on there apparently was just giving everything I spawned a random magic item as if they were a merchant, and so I was just like, why do you have these things? And then no
They
one looted
might
them.
have been merchants. You don't
Yeah,
know.
that's fair. And then none of you looted them, and I was like, I'm safe. I'm safe.
Oh my God.
It was
So-
it was awesome.
Instead of crabs with handheld magical stone of sending, it was crabs with looting. Got it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying my best. Just bleep me out right there. That was a horrible joke.
Yeah,
Just
you know,
bleep me out right there. Yeah,
we're gonna bleep you out because it was a bad joke, not because you said
Yeah.
anything wrong. That way, no one ever
Don't bleep
hears
that
it.
out so everyone knows. Yeah. yeah.
It's good. Oh my gosh. So yeah. Then okay, Ty, what you got?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were done. I'm sorry. I
No,
was just raising
I'm-
my hand because I have some moments.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I think I am done.
I-
Do I have more?
Do you?
Mm.
Aaron, do I have more? Oh, yeah.
Is
Okay.
it about Dom?
Aaron.
Anyone?
what-
Oh, Dom, are you done?
I'm done.
Yeah. Okay. He looks done. No, you're Dom.
Sorry.
Get out.
All right. It was good. After party. I gotta go.
Hey.
I was apologizing because I thought I was interrupting
It's like-
someone.
it's like
but
the-
now
it's like-
I'm not gonna apologize for shit.
Ty, please start talking so that they shut up.
It's like the
Yeah,
introverted.
okay,
It's like
so-
the introverted like significant other that you take to like a party, and then like halfway through they're like, I have to go to the bathroom, and they're just sitting outside on a bench looking out into the distance, just like you know,
Oh my
trying
God, I
to.
would totally do that. I just realized that. I would
I'd
totally
just
be like, oh yeah, I
leave.
gotta go to the bathroom and just just leave, just go.
Oh
Yep,
my god.
yep.
Okay, Ty, go.
No, see,
Oh, no.
the key to being a true introvert is just not going.
That's a fair point.
True.
Or maybe the one that was with the dog the entire time, the house dog.
Yeah.
That's also fair.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
Any
I've
like
done
whatever
that.
pet I could find,
I've
just
done that. Yeah.
yeah, hi, nice meeting you. Yeah, okay.
CJ.
I've done that. Done it plenty of
You've
times.
done
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Anyways, Ty.
Ty, please save us.
Yes. I have 3.
Jesus.
In order. Agum,
Agum.
just because I fucking love him.
Agum.
I just as an NPC, I fucking love him. I love that guy. I hope he's doing well.
I hope he reckons.
I sent him to his death.
You sent him home.
I hope
To his death.
I hope they reconcile.
I hope he gets back with his wife.
Yeah.
He deserves a happy ending.
With the but judging by the amount of stab sounds, I don't.
This is pretty fair. I mean, he was doing really bad.
I,
He was in like the
I
red.
choose to
I mean,
believe
who
that he's
knows?
doing well.
Yeah.
You might like.
yeah, I
You know,
chose to believe he's
Winter
fine as
almost
well.
could tell you.
True.
Winter almost got sucked away on that check.
I wanted to.
If you had,
Should've.
imagine how different that battle would have gone.
Oh, God.
I really
would have only
wanted
been
to,
2
but I couldn't use
T-Rexes.
anything.
Yeah, I mean, the Mistress of Madness was hunting you down for a while, so imagine her
Uh-huh.
hunting
Why was Mistress of Madness hunting specifically with?
because she wanted the big fluffy rat for her collection.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, Weasel. I don't know.
I will no longer ask questions.
If
What
you
else,
don't ask
Ty?
questions you don't want the answer to.
Save
Yeah.
us again, please.
The second is one that I don't think anyone else remembers here, but
Oh, no.
I loved it. So we were just walking through the Feywild, and there were some giant mushrooms, and I wanted to bite one.
That's one of my favorite Basil moments, actually.
I forgot
Yes,
about
that I specifically love that the mushroom started talking to me, but
Yes!
only I could hear it.
Yes, that was actually one of my favorite Basil moments. That's so funny that she started with. I don't think anyone remembers. Like, I think I know where this is going.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love that. It's genuinely one of my favorite moments, and I love that talking mushroom.
Yep.
Just no reason. I love it.
I mean, there's literally a
agree.
mushroom on your frame in the bottom left corner. So I mean,
Several, yeah.
Where's the?
yep,
And
right there.
Oh, he came with you.
Yep.
And petunias. I just want to point that out.
There's petunia.
I searched for actual petunia pictures.
Oh.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I noticed. It's fucking beautiful. Thank you.
Yes, viewers, Nedy does
And-
the art for the stream. So like the background, the border, all of the images. I mean, Nedy is in charge of that art stuff. So that is fantastic. Okay, Ty.
If you don't like it, don't tell me. I will cry.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
uh,
No, don't let her bring her theater kid out right now. Don't you dare cry for fake cries right now. I know you're gonna cry.
oh,
All right.
My eyes already started watering.
She knows it's a joke because I, in real life, have a thing for cards. So playing a gambler that throws cards,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, actually, just
it's
I don't want like. Let's just slide this in. Every frame depicts something related to the character.
Mhm.
We have for Basil, we have the petunias because that's what he was looking for most of the time, and the mushrooms just because he's a druid and it's weird. Then
Yeah.
for
what are you
Buckshot,
doing?
we have the scales because he's a lizard folk and the antlers, obviously. Twig. I mean, look at him. His hat, these vines. It was just beauty in simplicity for him. And then for Crescendo, what I actually did with the playing cards, because I knew I wanted to pick a playing cards theme. So I asked Aaron, what is the instrument that Crescendo plays? And I went in and the spade that you see on the upper corner, that's actually a design that I came up with, including the violin and some musical notes and stuff, specifically for Crescendo. And for Winter, I mean, it's obvious. Like, you have the white scales for, the scales that Winter has, like, on half of his face and down his body. And then just a couple of little, like, steps.
Yeah, look at all that effort in the
I-
cards, and then Crescendo tries to kill Winter. Just like
Yeah. Yeah.
For Nedy, for what it's worth, if I had that actual deck of cards in my collection, I would display it proudly.
Man.
Also, Winter can burn it up.
Yep, I know.
If Crescendo
Yeah,
gets out of the Feywild, he's coming for you.
And RDM, I mean, he just got the Feywild itself.
It's on
Look at the
site.
trees. If that's not, if those trees don't scream Feywild to you, I don't know what does.
That's a fun question we can bring up when everyone else brings up their is done with one of their favorite NPC moments.
Yeah.
I
Back to
gotta-
I
favorite
only have
moments.
just one more.
Yes.
The
Awesome.
the self-dying unicorn.
Yeah, the
Oh my.
unicorn was.
I forgot
awesome.
about that.
Yeah,
I
so
really
you- what's your
really
plan
didn't
on
want to
that?
say that word because I've been told off for saying it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Oh,
self-dying
Self-dying,
unicorn.
yeah. Self-dying unicorn. I'll have to bleep all the rest of you. We're working on our
Yeah.
on our neutrality over here.
But yeah, that was just so fucking infuriating. I hated.
Oh
the
my
fucking
god,
battle.
yes.
Yeah,
So
what was your
much.
plan?
It made you
CJ?
guys
What was
so
your plan?
mad, and
We were
I
so
loved
angry.
it.
Yeah, like Nedy
Yeah.
actually yelled at me that session. If you guys
I
watched that
did
episode,
not.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
rewatched that. You told me I was yelling at you. I did not.
you're
I
currently
was
see right now
not.
you're currently
It was
yelling at me, and now you realize
yelled
that you
at
had to
him.
bring it
That's what I
down.
put myself into.
you yelled at him after session and have brought it up multiple times since.
Yep.
Yeah.
You were like
That
the
is true.
unicorn.
Yeah.
Like you had a little wall with all the pictures and like the strings attaching to stuff. The unicorn. The unicorn.
So
Tinfoil hats on.
don't even say you didn't yell at CJ because you.
If Nedy were to turn the camera to your left, I think, and like show the wall, like it would see all of the strings of like the theories and the conspiracies just like pinned.
It's not just my emotional support wall, it's also my conspiracy wall.
That's the
apparently.
tinfoil hat wall.
Yeah,
Perfect.
It is. Yeah, that fight was just. One of my favorite lines in the game is saying to the dead unicorn, "If you had been less stupid, you would still be alive."
Yes.
And I'm just
I
sitting
love
here
that
like,
Battle. Why do you run back into battle? He just got.
he was
revived.
brave.
I
He thought he
know.
could help
He
you.
was so dumb.
I
Oh
know.
god, I need help. I'm dying. Oh shit, you guys are here. Let's kill it.
You guys got handled. Awesome. Let me jump into it.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
worry,
that's-
Mr. Unicorn, I got you, and it's back to sleep.
Yeah. That was beautiful.
Oh my god.
Yep.
So
It's
was
like
pretty
if someone on the streets got like mugged, and then like the police came, and the guy that got mugged jumped in and was like, I'll help you, police officers.
Yep, something like that.
My
Yeah,
favorite,
that's a mine.
my favorite NPC/DM moments.
why are we just bullying me?
My
I gotta
favorite-
go first. Don't worry.
Oh no.
Two of my favorite NPC moments were, honestly, sorry, all winter related.
Of course they were.
You're not an
That's not-
NPC. You're
That's
not
not
No,
narcissistic at all.
No,
Yeah.
but like the NPCs around winter. One was
Yes.
just that Agum, like the way Agum and Oznan interacted with Winter, and especially Oznan picking Winter up. I was like, man, he must hate me. And then he actually went and picked Winter up. I was like, ah, well, put him back on the shoulder and started walking. I was like, ah, he loves me. And then like 2 episodes later, he got popped into the void, never
Yes,
to
he
come
did.
back.
Well, he did come back.
Yeah, and same episode,
And then Basil killed him.
Tavan starting to threaten
I did.
Winter hardcore. After Winter had his little conspiracy ran, and then Tavan just being like, I'm going to murder you. Like, struck a nerve there, huh? I'm gonna die.
I'm not gonna lie. I completely. I like to think I'm someone who can be relatively neutral for things that happen during game. But when
Let us know,
Dom said
viewers.
Oznan is Oz gone, I fucking lost it.
Yes.
Every pun and every dad joke he had for that session, I didn't even give a shit. But when he said Oznan is Oz gone, I
Yeah.
lost it. Like, I was done.
And my favorite DM moment
What's wrong, CJ?
was sadly one where the audio fudged up. The whole 15 minutes or so when Winter was telling his backstory and CJ was it solid face? No, liquid face. And just sat there with his little handkerchief and his mug and just, polished it, listened, polished it again for like 10 minutes straight or so. 100% just in character, doing his thing while listening to Winter's backstory. And I watched that back and I was like, I wish the audio wouldn't have fudged up there because we couldn't hear CJ for like 20 minutes or so. It's just over. Well, we could, but like it's in the recording, the audio is a little fudged, Sally.
Yeah.
But just watching that back the whole time that I'm like, oh well, and this and that and blah 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 blah, and she's just like,
Just listening, cleaning my glass. And just-
yeah, cleaning the glass.
I was just like,
Huh.
all right, well.
What? Oh, okay. Wait, what? Just my favorite DM moment. Just 10 minutes of him role playing, saying nothing.
Yep, that was fucking great.
Oh my god. What about you, Chris? You're the last one.
My favorite moment is like when you realize I also have the power to name some NPCs.
Your favorite DM moment was you crushing his will to live.
A little, yeah.
Even when there's
Fucking
no battle,
fantastic.
there's no antagonist right now, viewers. There's nothing. It's just me. And they still feed on my despair.
I think that's mutual, though. That's
fair.
that's just the natural order between DM and players and back and forth.
It really is.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, you get
Yeah.
it back on Thursdays.
Yeah, it's all in fun though. We know that, and that's why it's fun to just bash each other because we have to pretend to
Oh,
be
yeah.
enemies, but realistically, we're all playing this game together. So I mean,
There's a reason
We're all
why we keep
friends
coming
here.
back.
exactly. That's fair. That's fair. What? So Titled is his favorite battle, fighting the unicorn. What is your guys' favorite battle?
I fight the unicorn, but I wish I could have, 'cause he's so goddamn stupid.
Favorite.
You guys have a favorite battle? Because I mean, you guys
I have
fought
my
each of
worst nightmare.
You kidding me? Where Twig like went Super Saiyan and just didn't do anything.
that.
He
That
just
was,
kept
that was your
fly,
favorite battle
fly.
when you did nothing. That's awesome. I love it. Just
I love it. It
I
was
can
amazing.
give you a toss up between two. One of them is it comes to a desire I have as a player, which is I love villains. So anytime a DM gives me a chance to break bad, and I have a reasonable reason to take it, I will take it.
really noted.
So just the finale fight where I was just like, all right, fuck y'all, was a fun fight. But aside from that, it was probably the one time you guys got a little glimpse of Crescendo's whole "I fucking hate Celestials, fuck that bitch," and I just turned into a T-Rex and ragdolled her for the entire fight.
Yeah.
Like Crescendo did it. I think his body count was maybe 5 at max, if anything. All he did was facilitate the rest of y'all's murder.
True.
Was that 5 including your teammate Basil?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh damn!
Like Crescendo did not have a high kill count.
It was
His
support.
job,
Yeah.
my job was to make sure y'all make it out alive and make sure you
Besides
guys kill
Basil.
things good.
Oh my god.
I don't know who you're bashing here, but it's hurting. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you're trying to hurt Aaron at the same time you hurt Ty a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, like
I don't think it's hurting everyone.
I was completely his whole spell list, everything. He was built to be a support. He wasn't built to kill things, and that is what I did. So shit. Like it's CJ probably from this moment on hates the spell hypnotic pattern because of me.
Fucking disco ball. Oh my god, I love that.
I was like, what does it look like? A fucking disco ball. And I'm like, oh, why did I ask?
Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. I love that.
Don't ask me what my spells and shit look like. I'll just say something super dumb, or like it's like, what's a counterspell look like? I just flip it off.
Yeah, that.
It's on brand though.
I was like,
At
what's
least
your?
you're on character.
Yeah, I was like, what do your components look like? And you're like, I flip it off, and I was just.
That was in
That's
Tundura,
fucking
by the way, our
fantastic.
That's talent, though.
persistent campaign on Sundays.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right.
So-
Wait, what
Yeah.
was?
That was
Yeah.
that Friggs was the.
Oh, it was Friggs.
counterspell
Yeah, that's
flip
right. He did that. Yeah. God, that guy.
Yeah, those are probably my two favorite fights because like that angel had the potential to just wreck the party,
I was ready to.
but I literally just kept ragdolling it so it couldn't do anything.
Can we not incapacitate my NPCs so I can actually
No.
play?
No.
If I
Okay.
don't ragdoll it, I hypnotize it with a disco ball. Those are the
Yeah.
rules.
Absolutely.
CJ, you did a meteor shower, but
I
you
did, and all I
missed.
did was not
You
even hit
missed.
everybody. Yeah, and I missed.
He meant, yo, you hit everybody but me.
Yeah.
And the one person you wanted to kill with it had invulnerability or something like
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah.
it was like,
Yeah.
I get why they cast the because they wouldn't have known that Tavan was invincible
Yeah,
or whatever
yeah,
it was.
Yeah,
But
Minerva did
literally,
not
like,
know. She did not.
which is great, not metagaming, but at the same time, it's like if you were to metagame, that was the worst possible thing you could have done in that moment.
Yeah, it was, but I don't like to metagame. I like to keep it real, so you know.
Yeah, and that's awesome.
And it
Yep.
sucks because I was like, Meteor, I'm gonna do the best thing I can against my evil brother Tavan, who's invincible right now, but I have no idea. Great, okay.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, those are probably my two favorite fights: Crescendo's Breaking Bad and just ragdolling a Celestial.
Chris, do you have a favorite fight? What about you, Nedy?
I think
Oh, you have one? Okay.
I think the whole campaign.
Well, great. Hey, I did a good. I did my job right.
Felt like a fight for me.
Okay,
Did
wait, what's
Buckshot?
that fight?
I don't think Buckshot ever killed anyone.
Did
No, I think you did. I
Hey,
think you
didn't
did.
you?
Or at least you
Times?
tried.
It wasn't
Really
as high
tried.
it wasn't as high of a kill count as say Basil, Twig, or Winter, but it had one.
Yeah.
I got my kill stolen by a squirrel. Basil.
I wasn't
Did I?
going for that, but that sounds awful.
Hold on. Twig.
Oh, no.
I honestly, the only time that I remember very distinctly you taking part in a battle, that I remember the result of is when I hasted you, and you did not land a single hit in the entire battle.
The Osnan battle. The Osnan battle.
The first
When he
one.
That's the
walked
one.
up
That's the one.
When he
That was the first
when
battle.
he
No,
traded
second
his
battle.
bow.
Yeah.
His bow for the short swords and just miss.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
No, not a single
was-
one.
that
A
was-
single hit.
That was Buckshot, right? Yeah, it was Buckshot was missing everything.
Yeah, I hasted him, so hey, you can have another action.
What?
You have a bunch of stuff to do with it.
And-
Good luck. Have fun.
Oh my God,
And
it's-
nothing.
It's funny because playing with Chris, he's usually pretty neutral in terms of like his expressions. Like he'll smile and stuff like that, but like he's never really frustrated. But in that time, there was like a hint of just done with it. It was just like over this. It was like, and I was like, oh shit, it's actually getting to him because this sucks. He just keeps missing with all the haste and everything. It's just
Yeah.
I'm legit
So
like
sorry.
looking at my spell
I'm
list
so
right now, and I
sorry.
have no damaging spells aside from Guiding Bolt and
Well,
Shatter.
good.
I
And
learned the
polymorph?
hard
What?
way not to haste.
It's not a
people in this
damaging
campaign.
spell.
It
Yeah.
turns into a damaging spell.
I
It also
mean,
can turn other things into crabs.
yeah.
I only have. I think, like, I was looking for like my favorite battle, and that's really hard because I only have my nightmare battle.
Okay, what's your nightmare battle?
Wild magic surges.
Oh, okay, the throne room for
So
the sibling that
Many
Tavan killed.
wild magic surges.
Yep.
Oh.
I personally, I'm shit scared of wild magic. In my first game, like in our first campaign, we had a wild magic sorcerer, and he then switched to subclass, and I was incredibly happy that he did, because I was like, that's gonna be a self-centered fireball, and we're all gonna die. That's gonna be a self-centered fireball, and we're all gonna die. And just to have a battle where we had like a total of 25 wild magic surges or something.
It was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, that was the NPC's ability.
I was not dealing well with that. I was the whole time I was stressed out. I was like, oh my god. I was like, please everyone make their saves, and everyone failed. I was like, okay,
Yeah,
wild magic.
we failed a
We're good.
lot.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. That is your nightmare battle. That is my favorite battle in the whole campaign. Just
That
because,
was my it was
I-
my personal nightmare.
yeah, no, that's fair.
Oh,
Every
That's a
single
really good
reason that you listed for you not liking it is a reason why I love it.
the
But I
sev-
think that helped me
It's
overcome.
amazing.
Yeah.
To me, I just love it.
this-
That
and-
was like therapy, honestly. Like after that, I was like, we had like a couple of wild magic searches in our private games, and I'm still a little tense around them, but I'm not as nightmare scared of them anymore, because that was just exposure therapy, I think.
Yeah,
And-
yeah, that
and
makes
that-
sense actually.
that was the hot twig episode, right?
Oh.
Where he became the sexy 700-pound
Oh.
muscular drow or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that
Twig.
Maybe that was part of why I hated that.
Don't
That
worry.
makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
He also suplexed a queen.
Little backstory on that whole voice. I used to
No.
play a lot.
Do you really
of,
need one?
Yeah, do we really?
I'm sorry. I used to play a lot of Friday 13th video game, and I used to play the rich kid, and I would do the oh yes, oh daddy buys me a yacht, yes. So I was like, what's a drow? And I went to Allie, who's like, oh my dad, and I was like, oh Allie's like, you know, is like super family oriented person. What would a buff drow be like? Family oriented. Buff drow, so it's like, oh, daddy, oh, I need a yacht, oh. So it's like more, oh.
Oh, yeah. That
I
was
don't know.
yeah.
Don't understand it. I just don't understand the pipeline that got us here.
Yeah,
I don't. I do not.
I think if I had to choose a favorite battle, it would be the one against either the one against Tavan or the one against Jelenial and whatever one, because I killed a lot of people.
Yeah, it checks.
Yeah, that's fair.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so then okay, well then for if Ty's favorite NPC is Agum, which we've already Ty's just like spilled all the beans already. Ty's just
Yeah.
like, this is what I love.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a favorite NPC? And if you guys like any of the creatures that you interacted with, even if they're like your favorite to hate or favorite to love, or was there any sort of like
Mistress of Madness.
you like the Mr. Madness?
Of course.
Yeah.
God.
Not
I'm-
even like favorite to hate. Favorite NPC. I love chaos.
Yeah, she's something.
I love chaos and I love villains.
That's why you're the red border.
Yep.
Is that really why I'm the red border though?
Danger. You
know
are the
what?
meme. What?
Fair. That is fair. I will take it.
Yeah. Did nobody like Pentavis? Is that nobody's favorite?
I wanted to.
It was my
murder him
favorite
from
to hate.
Yeah.
It wasn't my favorite to hate.
Did you guys
I
like
think
how
that's
he-
all of our favorite to hate.
What did you guys think of how he ended? I mean, he was
We
speared
don't know
by
how he ended.
Well,
We don't know if that killed
the
him.
last thing you guys saw.
I like that one. I liked when
He
that
was,
happened.
yeah, speared
That
by.
felt good. That is true.
I think my favorite NPC is actually a three-way tie
Oh,
What?
between Osnan, Tavan, and the Mistress of Madness. The Mistress of Madness, sheer for the way you described her courtroom and the way she behaves and the way she talks, and I just remember everyone's face being like all serious, and I'm sitting there.
yes. That's fair. Yeah, I think that's definitely fair. Okay, Chris, do you have one, or you're just not sure with all the NPCs that were involved? There was a lot of NPCs.
There was a lot of NPCs.
It'll definitely have to be Pentavis because,
Yeah.
like, for the longest time, like, he's definitely gonna get what he deserves.
You were just so waiting for
Yes.
it.
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. And it was by Oznan's hand. But Oznan's hand only because you guys facilitated that. You guys has helped him escape and allowed him to have that opportunity to chuck
Oh
the
my
spear.
god, that whole thing.
The javelin.
That whole thing.
That was a mess.
I totally just.
It was
remembered
beautiful. It
crescendo
worked.
moment that I like.
Sorry, Aaron. Can you get closer? I can't hear you.
I just remembered a crescendo moment that I like. That was
Oh.
like roleplay thing.
Go for it.
When we showed up at Buckshot's village for like the first time, I found out that everyone was like dead.
Oh.
No, not that specifically.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's a little dark, but all right.
The whole it was the one time Crescendo was like, all right, this is sad. I'm a Titanic this right now.
Oh right,
Like,
that was
pulled out his
amazing.
violin and like,
Loved it. And he just walked down the street and just played for everyone. And I think someone came up, I forgot which NPC it was, but one of the minor NPCs came up and played alongside you, for a little bit.
You gave me two other lizard folks who had
Ah,
instruments and like joined me and just started.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Yeah,
guys,
that
you
was nice.
definitely Titanicked it. That was incredible. What a beautiful moment.
Also,
And
four-way
then we
tie
ate
NPCs.
bodies.
Reaver.
Look, lizard folk, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Reaver.
Reaver is four-way
Reaver.
tie between my favorite NPCs. Reaver is
yeah.
definitely up there.
Reaver's a mount more than anything. Wasn't meant to be an NPC, but hey, it
If I
developed a
want to adopt
personality.
that mount, I will adopt the mount.
Well, when you come out of the Feywild at the end, it's he's a little.
He came. Reaver
Speaking
came
of-
when I called for Reaver.
Speaking of coming out of the Feywild,
That's a good. If we could talk about the future of your characters, what you guys kind of hope
yeah.
and expect, then yeah, it's a good moment to talk about
So
that.
speaking coming out of the Feywild is not so good for Crescendo, huh? Because I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
you're a little stuck there.
the rest of the party didn't see Crescendo come out of the Feywild.
They did
I
not.
don't think we cared.
Oh shit.
That's a fair
True.
point.
That's fair.
True. That is true.
And even the rest of the party, quote unquote, is only 2 out of 4 other members now.
Yep.
Because Twig is in the Feywild and Basil is, deceased. So
Yeah.
Being stuck in the Feywild gave Crescendo the one thing he didn't have like all fucking campaign, which was a purpose.
it's true.
He was literally just wandering around being a drunken man whore.
Yeah, and at the end of the campaign, he does develop, a goal. It's his growth, essentially, right? Finally, from this stagnant, I don't really give a crap about anything lifestyle to, I think I want something, something more. And so it's kind of like,
it's not even like a big deep thing that he wants. It's like, if I have this throne of the Feywild or this court, this will be the greatest party that never stops.
oh, that was literal.
Yeah.
It's literally just
That-
Feywild party forever.
Yeah, like if he wouldn't be some mad, evil, tyrannical ruler. He would be like this is my court. You want a party? Let's fucking go.
It's kind of poetic in a way, because Crescendo was stuck in a rut before he got this goal. And the moment he finally got out of his mental rut that he has been stuck in for his life. He literally gets stuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's beautiful.
Damn, that's
Wow.
Someone has to get the bad ending, and I'm okay. It was me.
It's bad, but I think it was incredibly fitting.
No,
and
your
I-
ending. No, even though your character died, your ending was awesome.
yeah, and I don't think it
That
was.
is, I did
Yeah.
I did have a really good sort of parting with
Yeah.
the character.
Eh.
It wasn't the ideal ending.
I mean, I don't
But-
think that's the ideal ending for anyone. Yeah, you're right.
I indirectly killed the Mistress of Madness.
That's also
You
true.
really did.
It's also true. And I mean, Ty, you know, I don't know, I don't think I said it on the stream, but essentially, you know, Ty's character Basil, you know, worshipped one of the goddess of nature, which is a homebrew goddess in my world, Yalia. And essentially, the sacrifice that Basil, you know, gave, which was essentially his life, he was welcomed back into her embrace after all of this time trying to serve her and living a difficult life doing that. You know, it's possible that he becomes, you know, in her eyes, you know, Saint Basil. It's essentially it's her, one of her revered, you know, humanoids. So it's kind of adorable.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that is something that I feel like got kind of, I don't know if lost, but it was a side of Basil that I didn't particularly push forward a lot.
Mhm.
But he is devoted, deeply fucking devoted to Yalia. Like literally dedicated his life to her. He is at heart a clergyman.
Yeah.
He's just deep. He's just that religious.
Yeah.
and deeply scarred.
Oh, absolutely.
You're
That's
welcome.
just
Which adventurer isn't?
yeah. Also, you fucking oh my god, I cannot believe that is the way that he died, betrayed by someone that he considered a close ally.
Did you really consider Crescendo a close ally, though?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's why I didn't. I don't know
you did.
if
Oh shoot! Oh damn!
I don't know if you realized, but when I turned into a T-Rex, I wasn't trying to fight you. It was strictly so that I didn't die. I never specifically tried to attack Crescendo.
Which is fair.
Basil never
but
meant to hurt him.
Did you wild shape or did you polymorph?
I polymorphed because I can't wall shape into
Right. I had my intelligence dropped, so I was as a T-Rex. I was like, "Oh shit!"
He
another
had
T-Rex,
intelligence too,
territory
yeah. He was just like
Yeah.
dumb as
Oh my
rocks.
God.
That's fair.
Yeah, but your
That's actually
wisdom
fair.
went up. Oh, I hated
Yeah.
it.
Okay, so for a fun fact, with expertise, my perception at level 10 is a +5. I love like having a 5 in any stat is bad. And I struggled where to put it. And there was only one place I can put it, and it was
Yep.
wisdom. And I was like, "Fuck it, he's a gambler. He doesn't know when to stop."
Yeah, because for the viewers, for the streamed campaigns, for our personal campaigns, we have different like rolling rules for rolling stat blocks. But for the actual campaigns itself, it's one roll. It's 4d6 keep lowest or keep highest 3, and like that's it. You get one roll, and if it's low, you're gonna struggle to run through it with that low roll. I do it because, like, you know, in our personal campaigns, in our outside campaigns, I let them have a lot more freedom and flexibility to have like better rolls and stuff like that and make it good. But in these, it's kind of just like my way to expose them to one of the OG ways to play D&D. You know, it's just like if it's not on your side, it's not on your side. Make it work. And if it is, it is. So.
Yep.
Yeah, so like having Basil turn into a T-Rex while I was a T-Rex, my brain just immediately went, "Oh shit, territory fight."
Oh shit, territory fight.
Another T-Rex encroaching on my shit. Let's go.
I was literally just trying not to die.
Yep, and
Basil never
I
meant
had an
to actually
intelligence of
attack
like 2
Crescendo.
at the time.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yep.
Like
What
even
else
as a
about it,
T-Rex, like I could have potentially just engaged with Crescendo and made that just a battle between the two of us. But even as a T-Rex, Basil's reasoning was, no, that's an ally. I'm not going to attack him. Even if he's attacking me, I'm not going to hurt him. and he literally just left. So
Yep.
yeah, you literally killed him in the way that he avoided death once and was his biggest trauma.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I made you a saint. You're welcome.
After Chris did kill Basil, Twig was literally gonna fucking kill Crescendo. Like he was
Fucking bring it on. Let's go.
he was gonna go berserk, and it was gonna be berserk barbarian versus T-Rex.
Oh my god.
Thank
And,
you.
know, nothing
Damn.
happened.
And so guys, think about it for each of your characters. What was like the moment that you had the biggest character personality shift? I feel like a lot of you had that at the end. Like
I'm
in that
pretty sure
last
we talked
battle.
about mine a bunch.
Yeah, I feel like it's just like I think like
Yeah.
that Mistress of Madness event was just like a really huge driving factor. Actually, I can think about pretty much all of you. All of you had like a huge shift. I mean, it was the last battle, so it kind of makes sense. But like during that battle, everybody was like, "I need to pick a side?" Question mark. There's A, B, or C apparently if you're Basil or Buckshot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for Winter, I mean, it's obvious that Winter had little regard to his own life and safety and the consequences of his actions.
Yeah.
Really?
That last battle was really the point where Winter was like, you know what? Maybe I should actually think about the consequences and think about survival and not just do random stuff because I don't care. And just the change of between I don't care which side I'm on as long as I can frostbite anyone, to you know what, I've kind of forgot that I want to go home, and this is making me realize that I'm going to die here and I want to go home. That's the most important part in my life. I want to go home to my mom and just be there and live in the mountains and be a dragon.
Yeah. Yep, that's fair. That's fair. God. I mean, I don't know. So I mean, that's Winter's goal, right? And so I think that each of your characters must have some sort of like desire at the end, you know, because we ended the campaign. The characters aren't necessarily ended, mostly, and you know, so most of the characters still have like goals that you guys might want to see in the future, right? So I guess my thought is that Winter's gonna want to return home. Twig is gonna serve Tavan, I'm supposing, until whenever he tells him. I don't know. Crescendo's trying to find a way out. I'm not sure what Buckshot's trying to do.
Crescendo doesn't want a way out. He wants that throne.
Okay. Well, shoot. Okay. So Crescendo does want to stay and try to find a way too.
And Twig is there defending the throne for Tavan.
He is.
That
So you
is
get to
very
fight
interesting.
after all.
Yeah, let's go, T-Rex.
Oh no.
Crescendo's last words of the campaign was, "You and I ain't done."
And Twig's gonna be there as, you know, one lieutenants or captains.
Lieutenants,
What was
yeah,
it?
they're lieutenants.
Yeah.
You captains.
Yeah,
it doesn't
so. And
I'm
it really
not
doesn't matter. He's the only one there left.
Yeah.
I'm gonna introduce Buckshot and Basil to my mom.
Yeah, of course you are.
And
Pickle too. Pickle
There
is
you go.
adopted actually. Buckshot is only gonna get introduced like, hey, if you want to stay here, you can. But Pickle is actually adopted. Winter promised Twig that Winter and his mom are going to take care of Pickle, and that is concerning.
That's very concerning, but also very sweet because
Nedy, can you explain what Winter's mom is for the viewers on this stream?
So Winter, a literal cat, has white scales, and the actual mom back in the day was a cat, but the mom that Winter is referring to most of the time is an adult white dragon that adopted him
No.
and saved him from death. And he's been living with her for 2.5 years in Winter's time, and that's his mom. So whenever Winter's like, oh, I gotta introduce you to my mom. Oh, my mom's gonna be so happy to see you. It's always this adult white dragon in the high mountains.
Oh, that means certain death for anyone who approaches. It's gonna be great. Oh, Pickle. Little
Well,
do you know.
I mean, Pickle's gonna be with Winter, so I think there's a chance Pickle will survive.
Hopefully Mama's not
If not,
mad.
I'm sure Pickle's delicious.
Well,
pickles are kind of delicious with, you know.
yeah, that's not wrong. That's quite concerning. But yeah, I mean, are there any like last before I go into a quick description of our upcoming campaign, which will be the next short story we do, Embers Awaken? Is there any other like last minute things you guys, any comments or things you guys, moments you'd like to mention?
Oh yeah,
before we
final words.
because these are essentially the final words of you guys for these campaigns and these characters. This is like you guys got through this. You showed up. You did your part. You came. You had fun. You played your characters. You helped develop the story. We told this great story together, and it's not possible without all of you guys being here and wanting to be a part of it. And so I just want to say thank you from myself and Nedy, is us as a team. We really appreciate you guys being here and coming and having fun with us and spending your time being mischievous right alongside us. So from us at It's a Crit, thank you so much, you guys. Aaron, Chris, Dom, Ty, thank you guys for being a part of it.
You know what? I'm gonna be so I'm gonna start with last words in regards to FEYWILD Falls and everything.
Yeah.
To you as well, CJ. Thank you for making this tale happen. Thank you for being there. Thank you for creating a world that we can be mischievous in. Thank you for creating a story and dealing with all of our shenanigans. And thank you. And also thank you to everyone who was watching, either from the start or jumping in the middle, or maybe even just seeing us for the first time. This is a story that we create together with everyone and for you guys too. So yeah, thank you, CJ. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, everyone else. And any other last words? This was a ride. It was a roller coaster. I rolled 3 or 4 net ones in the last episode. Heck yeah, and I hope my cat can find his way home.
Yeah. Fair.
Yep.
Anyone else feeling brave?
Thank you for actually letting me play a bard named Crescendo.
When you told me that, when you're like,
I was literally at work, and I was like having a bard. So for those of you who don't, me and CJ are actual musicians. We are real life bards.
Yeah.
So like I was like, oh, Crescendo would be a cool name for a bard.
Without the charisma.
I want to do that. Damn.
I mean,
Right,
I mean,
shit.
viewers. I wrote the music for the intro video and the outro video that you're gonna see after this. So I'm just saying.
I just
bad.
hit things. But like I was at work and I was like, you know what? Playing a bard named Crescendo would be fun as hell. And then when this campaign came up, and I was like, I'm gonna play a bard. And then when you let me be Crescendo, and I was like, I got nothing for backstory. This is it. This is what I got. Bard named Crescendo.
That was literally all that came to me. I was like, what?
And you let me do it. I was like, hell yeah. Let's go. And like to make it even more fun for me is I've done things in my personal homebrew world with Crescendo, like at level 20 and stuff.
Oh.
And Crescendo, CJ just hates him. And I love it so much. So thank you for actually letting me play a bard named Crescendo.
And you definitely, thank you for being extremely divisive and destroying your party's integrity at the end. Oh no, I'm just kidding. That's not the thing. I'm so sorry.
For everyone who doesn't get the joke about the bard named Crescendo in music is when something gets louder, so it's in a musical term, and it's a bard. That's the joke about it.
It's a pun. Yeah. It's a pun.
It's a really
A music
stupid
pun.
The Crescendo is the loudest.
Wait, Dom, you did no. Please say me joking.
You did
Dom.
not.
I was like, I hope he's joking. He's definitely joking.
Look at him.
Yeah,
I sure hope so.
Yeah, I'm actually not
In the
sure.
meantime, Ty, save us again.
I will.
You have any? Are you joking?
I wanted.
I'm joking.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I was genuinely concerned. Sorry, Ty. Go ahead.
Oh, Jesus.
He plays a bard.
Fuck. I was planning what to say, and then I saw Dom's marvelous acting and everything just
It's
poofed
gone
out
out
of
the
my
window.
brain.
I feel that. That's me DMing.
Yeah.
You'll see it on my face, viewers,
Exactly.
if you watch the episodes.
Okay, so there's one thing that I wanted to say about this story, and just the way that it developed. I think this was quite an unusual story for a D&D campaign. It was much more centered around the effects that the players had in the world than what they could make with it. So I feel like this felt more like an origin story than anything else. So what I want to say, just as parting words, is I am so excited to see what we can make with these characters in the future, and continuing to develop these threats that just feel very incipient still. And it feels like they could lead to even greater things. And yeah, I'm just really excited to see what's going to come.
You hear that, everybody? Watch out for when Saint Basil is resurrected by Yalia, the goddess of nature, as a demigod saint to walk amongst the earth and purify evil.
Yes.
Oh,
I will say it
God.
again. You're welcome.
No
Dies-
longer he'll be Basil.
Dies and
Soon
becomes,
we'll call him a sage.
oh my god, dies and becomes the most powerful creature in the party. Literal
Oh,
demigod.
no. Oh no.
A fair ending. Or beginning.
I mean, Basil did get a cold in the latest episodes
Yeah.
with the viewers.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
The viewers,
It makes
yeah.
sense.
That's true,
yeah.
Yeah, the viewers in the live, the Twitch stream of it, because, you know, we do it live on Twitch, the viewers started to literally build a cult of Basil, and just, like, giving all the inspiration points and participating, because we have a really, really active participation of live viewers in our streams, because, you know, if you're enjoying us here, then you can come into the streams and, like, literally affect the game. Granting inspiration, advantage, disadvantage, all kinds of stuff, making people drop weapons. It's crazy.
More things to come.
So literally, the cult of Basil formed in the last few episodes. It was just like these 4 or 5 people who just literally just worship Basil, and you know, great. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I'm glad that you were able to inspire true belief in something.
just as Basil would have wanted.
That's
Um,
just Aaron.
You do not get to take credit for this. I swear
Yep.
to fucking God, Aaron.
Chris, do you have
no,
anything?
I am.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
de-escalate the situation, please.
Chris, do you have anything?
And thank you, people, for giving us your attention and hopefully having fun as much fun as we had making these games on live. That platform over there.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Love it.
Nice.
Yeah, and anything else, Chris? Are you good? Feel
And remember,
no.
Oh no.
What have I done?
hoard those dice.
Hoard the dice.
For those dice. Yes.
That's actually
Agreed,
that's
100%.
those are great final
yes.
words for a
Gospel.
D&D campaign. All right, Dom. Last but not least, my friend, you have any final words for your Feywild Follies compatriots? Because this is the last time we'll be meeting as Feywild Follies players. So you know, luckily we still get to meet and have fun with each other, but not as Feywild Follies players anymore. This is the final goodbye.
Watch out for Twig to be the next BBEG, you know. And also, I can't wait for Aaron to figure out the next character that I'll be playing. Nice segue to
Our next campaign, you guys. So we will be starting another short story campaign, just like Feywild Follies, where it's 10 to 20 episodes long, and that is the maximum that it can last. You know, so it's going to be called Embers Awaken. I just want to make sure.
Oh my god, you did not just fumble that.
I pulled a Nedy. You're right. I'm sorry. So,
Oh my God.
because you fumble, because you nat one fumble, you get it. Did you see what I did
It's
there?
called Embers Awaken.
Did you see what I did
it's
there?
the next short story after this one.
3 times.
Get on track,
3 times.
CJ.
The next, yeah. So it's called Embers Awaken, and it's going to be based around a homebrew faction called the Holy Blaise Brigade, which each of the players are going to be a part of. In the D&D supplements and homebrew that we use, every faction has 7 levels, I guess, that you could be, like 7 ranks. And each of the players, there's going to be 7 players. 6 of them will be like just rank level 2, is like just out of training, and then 1 player will be rank 5, which is like the highest you can go without getting into like politics. And so Ty down here is going to be running that high level tier 5 character. and you know, kind of roping along the rest of them. And they're going to take on their first real assignment for this faction, the Holy Blaise Brigade. That is a faction that dedicates itself to, you know, hunting and destroying evil, whatever they perceive as evil, mostly being aberrations and undead. So they investigate that stuff and knock it out. It's like, yeah, maybe leprechauns. Sometimes they're evil.
Just remember, my character's not Crescendo.
Yes, thankfully his character is not Crescendo this time, so that'll be fantastic. But everybody here on this stream right now is going to be part of it, plus 2 new friends that we're gonna have coming in. So it's gonna be a blast. But it's going to take place in a desert themed campaign. They're gonna be traveling through the desert, meeting at a. Why are you giggling?
Because the moment you said desert, I had to think of Desert of Delusion.
Oh my gosh. That was Desert of Delusions is a reference to the night that we were trying to come up with the name of this stupid campaign. We just like it was
we
bad.
went down a rabbit hole of online dictionaries for hours.
We came up with Embers Awaken. I don't know. Sue us. No, please don't sue us. Okay, but anyway. So Embers Awaken is going to be the 7 of them. Basically it's going to be the 6 lower level characters going out on their first real assignment for the Holy Blaise Brigade, with their trainer being the higher tier character Ty, tagging along and sort of showing them the ropes, watching them, allowing them to kind of spread their wings a little bit, you know. And they'll travel to towns, they'll travel to see what they were called to investigate, and it's going to be a slightly grittier campaign. It's going to be a little less wild magic and a little more hack and slash. And so we'll see what we can get the players into. We're going to kind of offer a few new things on Twitch live as well. When you guys are watching, you earn critties by watching the channel points, basically. And we're going to try to create a couple options in there that you guys can really just kind of throw wrenches into the players' plans, just to make it more difficult or to make it easier, to heal them, to help them, to just really make them jump and like think on their feet all the time. And so come out and hang out with us and join us for that campaign as well, because well, it's gonna be a dungeon crawling fight to the death, that one. So thank you guys for watching. Again, It's a Crit, we're a D&D streaming channel, and this is the end of our campaign wrap up for FEYWILD Follies. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hope to see you in the next one. All right, bye.
Goodbye.